The CDC's recommendations for daily protein intake aren't just making you feel weak and constantly hungry, they're keeping you from your goals. But what happens if we stop following this recommendation and instead start focusing on eating more, increasing our strength, and taking action towards our goals? But it may not be what you want to hear. So in this video, I'm going to explain how eating 3.5 times what the CDC recommends for a healthy adult woman has helped me lose over 150 pounds and keep it off when calorie restricting didn't, and I'll help you understand how much protein you could actually be eating too. But first, let me show you what happened when I didn't do this and the change it made when I did. I felt trapped in my own body. I had struggled with weight since being a teenager, and I was just tired of all the ups and the downs. I had gained a ton of weight. Up until this point in my life, extreme calorie counting had been the only way I had lost weight. But I was so tired of feeling weak and hungry all the time. So I started including lots of protein in my diet, along with clean, unprocessed foods. And I kept feeling better and better. I couldn't believe how much I enjoyed feeding myself and getting stronger in the gym, and I was able to lose the weight all at the same time. So that brings me to the CDC. The CDC, also known as the Center for Disease Control, is the nation's leading science-based, data-driven service organization that protects the public's health. So yeah, they have a lot of power over the nutritional recommendations of health professionals and policymakers across America.
We have so much power. So much power.
They also recommend that women have a daily calorie intake of 2,000 calories. So that means that a woman following these recommendations would be getting just under 11% of her daily calories from protein, which leaves the remainder coming from carbs and fats. Now, I love carbs and fats, but not at 90% of my daily intake. That's extremely high. So given all that, let's go back to that 31-year-old mom of 4 who is trying to figure out how to finally stop battling with her weight. She would have never been able to get out of that cycle of being hungry and feeling weak.
Missed it by that much.
But wait, if the CDC is recommending that women only eat 46 grams of protein, is it actually healthy to eat more than the recommendation? So according to Harvard Health, the recommended dietary allowance, or RDA, for protein is just 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, or 0.36 grams per pound. They note, however, that this number is just the amount of protein you need to meet your basic nutritional requirements. So essentially the absolute minimum, not the amount you need to thrive. Yet this number is getting used as the basis of what women should be eating. So we're talking about the minimum amount you need to keep from getting sick, not the amount you're supposed to eat every day.
There's a big difference.
The recommendation also varies depending on your age, activity level, weight, and if you're pregnant. Plus, there's substantial evidence that links a high-protein diet to overall health, including healthy aging, appetite regulation, weight management, and athletic performance. There's even research that supports protein intake being higher than the recommended dietary allowance put forth by the recommendations of the CDC for healthy adults. So how much is a healthy amount of protein? Well, if you're looking to gain or maintain muscle and maybe even lose some body fat percentage while you're at it, which I totally hope you're doing if you're watching this video, the recommended number of grams ranges from 1.8 to 2.7 grams of protein per 1 kilogram body weight, which comes out to 0.8 to 1.2 grams per pound of body weight. So if you're like me and that just sounds like a bunch of random numbers, let's take me for an example so I can show you how you can take those numbers and apply it. I weigh 136 pounds, so that would mean that my range of protein would be from 109 to 163 grams of protein per day. And currently I'm targeting 163 grams of protein, which is on the upper limit of that calculation. And that's because I'm actively trying to build muscle, for which you need protein. So the thing is, when you increase your protein beyond that 11% recommendation, you're also going to need to increase your fiber. So watch this video and I'll show you how to easily increase your fiber intake on a high protein diet.